Welcome back to the Fate Grand Order set review. We're looking at green now, where we have my favorite two characters, Aussie Mandia and Nato Chris. First card we have here is a startup. Pay one, discard a Climax, salvage a character. Pretty good, you're playing bars. You also have the Resonate. You can reveal the level 3 Aussie Mandia to look at 3 cards on the top of your deck, take a character to hand.
Resonate
2 good
package.
effects.
Pretty good.
You play a stock charge level 1 combo.
Oh,
You have the stock
yeah.
for this.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the Aussie's a finisher himself too, so
Mm-hmm.
probably gonna have one in hand at some point. It's really cool that the Climax ditch effect's a startup. You can just use it
as much
as
you
much or
want.
as little as you want. It's
Good if
kind of
you're
nice that it
flooding on
pays out
bar.
something too.
Yeah, and you're in green. I assume you're playing bars.
I think it's 8 bar, right? You're playing the
Yep. Yeah.
stuff, yeah. Okay.
So
So if
it's
you're
pretty
playing a stock charge level 1, the fact that you have a resonator, regardless of its quality, is really nice. Because the problem with stock charging combos, if you cannot convert your stock immediately into cards, you will very quickly run out of hand unless you sack brainstorms. So guarantees like this are very, very nice. Decks like that. The good old Union strategy. But yeah, card's good. Two good effects on the same card.
Yeah, I think B plus is pretty
I
good.
think
Almost
I'm right
even
there
an
with
A,
you guys,
maybe.
yeah. It's close. Yeah, I
Very
really do.
very handsome.
I do have a fondness for the Resonate packages after playing so much with Union and Konosuba.
No, if only they were all that good.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Cool. I guess I'll go ahead and read this one. Ooh, that is some nice art. If you have 2 or more other characters with Shadia or Camelot, this gets 1k power, and this is the Climax Combo I think we were talking about before, right?
No,
Yep.
this is actually this is not the
Not?
Pharaoh one.
Oh, this is not the Pharaoh one.
So Pharaoh is like a separate archetype kind of that they have their own support for. But you could play this with the previous card. This is an option. But it doesn't have synergy with another one of the important green level 0s. But yeah, keep reading this. This card's still good.
Sure. We got Climax Combo. On attack, you can discard a card. If you have the gold bar and 2 or more other characters, you get 2,000 power and perform the following action twice. Look at 2 cards from the top of your deck, take a character, put it in your hand, rest to waiting room. This is weird. I mean, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the MASH from set 1.
Yeah, it's like MASH. It's MASH with extra steps.
But I think the condition is a bit worse actually. Because the issue with MASH is that sometimes you don't hit 2 characters. You have to discard the card up front, and then sometimes you don't hit the 2 characters to actually plus with. And this seems to just compound that problem, doesn't it? Because sometimes you look at the top 4 cards and you only get 2 characters in the last 2 cards or something, right? In that case, this would fail, where at least the MASH would have succeeded. I guess you do get 2,000 extra power for your trouble.
I think you're playing this for the power line if you're playing it at all. This is an 8-5 with Climax down. Costless combo.
Oh, true.
8-5. I remember there was a I don't think it was Milk Tea. There was another note from JP players going around that played this combo. It was like, I remember reading the like scuffed like auto translate reasoning behind playing the card, and it was like, it is not good, but it is easy to use, and it is big, and that was like where they left it. So
I guess
So
yeah.
you
Like,
need some time.
B plus, I think is a bit generous though. I kind of want to compare it to like a Felicia from Madoka, Magia record.
I don't know. That's on
Felicia's
reverse.
a mile better than this. Yeah, but
it has to
still
reverse.
Easy peasy 8k though.
I guess like needing a reverse at all is worse than quote unquote on attack. But I mean,
I think a guaranteed salvage is better than discard. Look at 2.
Any upfront discard is shit. I'm not arguing with you there. I think it's a very different kind of card than Felicia. But like,
Well,
Ah.
like you were saying, if you're only playing it for the power line, then I think Felicia's a notable comparison because that card's 8K on its own.
well, you don't have that option in this set, right? So
True.
it's your go-to if you want to play this other set and have like just a big beater card. It's on a bar, you can loop it. So even if you whiff on one, maybe you have more opportunities later. You have the resonator. Keep up your hand. I don't know. I don't think it's very good, but it is like simple. I think you'd play it for power.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is off gold bar too. That is points in its favor. They're never gonna not
Who is
have
this
it.
character?
This is, I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Thought we were in
She's
Camelot.
This is a Chinese girl. Yeah, it is.
Okay, so
She
we're
goes
in
west.
but we're in Egypt and
No,
Sumeria.
Yeah, and there's
Sure.
a Chinese girl there.
Yeah, what's your,
I like this character. I'm gonna watch the show and she's my favorite.
Well, it's a movie, I think, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's-
All right, next. Brian, go ahead.
All right, we
yeah.
have the level 3 Aussie Mandias. If there is a marker face up under this, it gains 6,000 power. During the turn this card is played, at the start of your encore step, you can heal. And when this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, if the bar is in your climax zone, you may pay 2, ditch 2. If you do, clock kick and burn 2. Seems pretty solid.
That is rock solid. That is rock solid.
How does this card get a marker?
I think there's a level 2 that taps to give it a.
Notably, the Lion King is a face-up marker.
Okay.
Yeah, I just went back to check it because I could. That is a face-up. So if you play like a yellow,
But
But this
King
is-
only
this
puts
is a
the marker
trait
under
thing.
knights.
oh, is this not? Oh,
What?
No.
What?
Yeah, this
It
is
is only
Camelot
knights. This is Camelot Pharaoh. This is yep. I remember. This is like a weird. You said it. You mentioned it earlier. It's like a weird like freight locked subset.
Wait, so what are the traits on this?
Camelot Pharaoh. So you can't
I'm like
put a
arrow.
you can't put a marker from the event under this. There's a very specific card that gives this card a marker, and it is a heavy cost. If I remember correctly.
I think
That
it's
being said,
level 2 that taps to give it. Yeah.
but it's like it's a card that it's a costed
Yeah.
card that has to be on the field. It's
Sure.
not like
Yeah.
like a level 0 or something. A2 ditch 2 on reverse like burn 2 clock kick is actually really scary amount of like push. But
It's like Yukina, but better.
yeah, it is Yukina-esque. Yeah, I mean it comes down to like how much y'all like the card that gives it the marker. 'Cause, like 10k on its own is not enough.
Sometimes it is if you're going for one of their weaker lanes. I mean, if they're playing standby, it's not. But
Well, I think
you
that
could probably find a reverse with a 10k. You probably don't need markers under all of them. If you're
think
going for multiple.
I think the power would be one of the reasons to play it, but
I think so too. I mean, that is definitely a draw to it. It's
16K.
massive.
yeah, I think card's fine. It heals at encore step, which is always neat. You can heal off refresh points. Yeah, I think card is it's better than that. Like perfectly playable finisher.
I think it's all right. Yeah. As a finisher for the green stuff, I think it's pretty good. Especially
It's
since it has the
Pharaoh, so-
resonator that goes along with it.
The girl we just saw is not Pharaoh. It is only Nito Chris and Aussie.
Aussie.
Or
Yeah.
Pharaoh. Okay. Okay, good to keep that in mind. Especially when looking at this card. This is some interesting design, like fate, like self-referential, like weird nodding, like halfway there, halfway not.
Like, aha!
Yeah. It's like a big ol' haha, but also like half like someone's laughing, but they're also flipping you off at the same time. So there's Aussie. It's all of your other Pharaoh characters have clock encore, and then it's the bar filter from Fate. So when you trigger a bar,
Encore,
when you trigger a bar, discard any card, grab any card from your clock. So it gives you event access. Gives you access to climaxes that might have unfortunately gone to clock, even by this card's own effect. The obviously like Clock Encore is really, really strong. Global Clock Encore is really, really strong, but this is very, very limited to a very, very specific subset of characters.
To only pharaohs, yeah.
With a
How many pharaohs are there?
just enough to
There's
make a
two.
deck.
Yeah.
It's only Nato, Chris, and Aussie. So the two characters we've already seen.
It's not enough where you could play mono pharaohs. Like,
But
This
is there like notable targets? Like, is there like an early
level
play
one
on
combo.
Encore or
your
maybe
level,
level
yeah,
one
there
combo?
is an
Okay.
early play and there is a level 1 combo. Those are the like only real targets for this.
I'm much more interested in the 0 to 1.
You
Yeah.
could
comes to a
use
card
it
like
with
this.
the Nato Chris at the start of the video, right? You
I
could,
think there's a twin driver at level 0. That
Well,
you
yeah,
can
Andy.
use.
That's
Okay.
why I said it. I'd be most interested in this card played the same way the Shiro's played, where if I play all Pharaoh level 0s and level 1s, I have like
That's really hard on board at level 0.
yeah, I have like unparalleled control over my clock compression, and also every level 0 in my deck is a plussing 0, which would be really, really nice because that's why Shiro's good.
yeah. Imagine Shiro if he was also a bar filter. Woo.
Yeah, it's like
Pretty
two
good.
good
Wow.
fake cards in
Wow,
one.
this is just like
This is like
Shiro.
this is like the payoff card for Pharaoh. I think.
Yeah, vacuously, this card's
I
insane.
think so.
I think it's probably worth the A even when it's locked. I mean, like Shiro's like a double S, like absolutely broken, like bonkers tier card, and he doesn't even have a second effect.
That's true.
Well, he does. He searches the saber.
Oh my god, yeah, sure. And he
I've seen someone do it before.
God.
But-
Oh, did you win that game at least?
Probably not.
Okay. Yeah, but I'd probably lose that game too. All right, next. If someone was that powerful. All right, Paru, go ahead.
If she's got a marker, I'm trying to remember this character's name. She gets 2,000 power.
Let me look it up.
When she's placed from hand to stage, she gets a marker. Top check for marker.
No.
I was going to mention this
Sansang,
earlier,
Sansang.
actually, but this set probably loves this card. Like, if you're playing the yellow stuff, we've already seen that like you need salvage a card with X equal to the number of markers you have on field. This is just like a plussing 0 that gives you a free marker. Like, if this set does so much with markers, then a Futaba profile fits right in.
I'm trying to see if this character has like a community colloquial name that people call her, and maybe it's not a meta character.
I don't know Fate, so
Tang Sansang.
Yeah, Sansang. That's
Sansang. Okay, people
Sansang.
just call her Sansang. Okay. Yeah, the marker thing's really cool. I think that because it's a level 0, right? And it at least has Camelot trait, correct? Like,
yeah.
it does.
it's a little weird when you're trying to play the knight stuff, but I think that you could probably make something work with just the fact that it has a marker.
Well, I mean, that's fine because even if you're with the knight stuff, all your knight stuff's going to be Camelot or Chaldea still.
Yeah.
So I think this is like better than usual for a Futaba because it just plays well with the set's strategy.
Still is just a 4K Futaba, which I don't know if I'd sleeve up unless I was in that exact deck anymore.
I mean, it's a 4K Futaba in a set that cares about markers, though.
Maybe. I'll give it the plus for that. I just think, like, I don't know.
Yeah, it probably is like a C usually and like a B in this case.
Current Weiss, I said this before, but it's like if your card isn't like evasive, it just doesn't even matter anymore. There's just too much free power running around, especially in English. English is there a lot of free power. Probably gives around. All right, next. Back to Andy.
Okay.
fucking needle, Chris.
All right, Nito Chris. Is that Nito like Nito King, Nito Queen?
Like Nito Queen, yeah.
Nito,
It's a-
Chris. Yeah.
NITOKRIS.
Okay.
Or CRIS, I believe.
Nito Chris combo. If all your characters are green or Chaldea, this gets 1,000 power and twin drive. That's really nice. It's not tied to a Climax Combo, so that's pretty dope. And Climax Combo, when you attack, if you have to the Land of Eternity, you can choose a character in your waiting room that's either green or Shoudia and throw it in your stock. So a nice free stock charging combo off a gold bar.
With a twin drive.
With twin
Okay,
drive.
if you twin drive and you trigger a shit ton of bars, if you think about it, it's like a plus from clock.
Hell
You
yeah.
have the Aussie down. Like dog days.
I mean, that's fine too, and it's good synergy with bar too, because you can pay out your blind stock immediately.
I think that the only reason you would play this combo is because the Resonator exists, but that is a very good reason to play this combo.
The Resonator and the
Yeah, the
Encore.
Encore. Yeah, if your whole 0 to 1 is like mostly Pharaoh, you get to pretend to be Unbanned Fate.
Oh, actually, the Clock Encore combined with a Stalker is very interesting, I think. I think that is very interesting.
What? Wait, what? With stalking? Why
A
that?
blind Stalker with Clock Encore. Or choose your stock, whatever. Because it's like, if this thing has Clock Encore, it's a plussing card itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a quote-unquote plussing level 1 combo. You know what I mean?
Well,
You
yeah.
have to clock Encore. You have to clock yourself for it, but you can plus if you want.
Yeah, if your
So
deck's
you don't even have
out,
to-
you just clock
You
yourself.
don't have to choose between a plussing combo or a stalking combo. You can make this a plussing combo if you want, if you clock yourself.
It's
And then that
also
lets you
like
go again with your stock
it's a
charge.
delayed +1. Like if you trigger a bar, you can filter out the bar for like that's like a delayed salvage. The other one's like a delayed mill 3. Like the Resonate's a delayed mill 3 add. But I think there's enough synergy there that you would warrant playing it. I'll give it like the contextual. It's still like a C+. You only play it in that deck.
I think it,
Not like hyper remarkable, but I think it's
yeah,
very good.
I was thinking
in
B
that
minus. But yeah, about the same spot.
I'm actually real hyped for this. This is actually
Yeah.
pretty cool. The clock
I really
encore
like
with the
this.
stalking. I think
Yeah,
I like
Shiro.
it a bit better than the. I like it a bit better than the 2/1/2 soul from yellow.
Yeah, I think it is a more fun little build around deck than that is probably.
Yeah, this is. I don't think I'm gonna make like meta FGO when it comes to English, but I really want to make this deck with Aussie and Nitocris.
I'm pretty sure you could build the Aussie Nitocris deck for like $10.
Exactly, dude. It's gonna be 20 bucks.
With the price of English
it's-
cards recently, it's gonna
because
be
it's
nothing,
a Fate set, dude. Like a Fate set, like it's just gonna be dirt.
No, I mean even setting price aside, I think it looks like a pretty solid deck for sure.
All right, okay, moving on.
All right.
This is Ryan,
This
right?
is me, I believe. Yeah, we've got another Aussie Mandias, level 2 alarm. If this card is on the top of your clock and you have 4 or more characters that are either green or Chaldea trait at the start of your climax step, you can put the top card of your deck to stock. He has Act. Sack this card. You may choose one of the finisher Ozymandias in your hand and put this face up underneath it as a marker. So there's how you get the power on the finisher. And he has Act. Rest this card. Choose one of your characters that is either green or Chaldea. That character gains 3k power until the end of the turn.
Yeah, so he can actually like split that power across 2 Aussies.
Well,
Or
no,
just
you
dump it all
can't.
into one.
Put
That's
the
Oh, it's standing.
standing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. You have to choose.
Mhm.
But maybe the 3k is enough. If the 3k,
Oh shit! Yeah.
if the 3k puts you out of the range, you get to save the card, which is nice.
Yeah.
Gives you options. Himari Alarm's just really good. Just free, even more free stock throughout the game. Even like I don't know, you're somehow whiffing your combo in your 8-bar deck. You can still like get some extra stock. So you have so much stock gen. The fact that you have to pay 1 for this card probably doesn't matter too much to you. So it's probably fine. Himari Alarm's just really broken. All the time. It's just free stock.
Hell yeah.
All
we like
free
this
stock.
card.
Yeah, I think it's Himari Alarm's so busted. I don't. They keep printing it. I'm surprised that effect keeps getting printed.
Well, this isn't quite as good as the Himari alarm.
Oh, it's the
This is-
same effect.
Well, the Himari alarm's a anti-change bomb.
Other sets, Andy, play a card that literally has no other effect with the alarm. Like the card is like a 4 of a Nanaha, and all it does is the first effect. Like it's just too broken.
Okay, well, I think Amari is an extra good card because it's so versatile and splashable. Like, you're probably only playing this in, like, a green deck for Camelot.
Yeah, I don't know. I've definitely done this shit where I play like 4 Kamaris and they're my only green. I've been that guy before.
Actually, this would be pretty tough to just slam into a Camelot deck. They checked their homework this time.
Oh yeah, it's green.
You
green
need either shouty or green.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you run this in a old school Fate Go.
I mean, you have enough green characters.
Yeah.
You
Is this guy Shoutia?
No.
He's Pharaoh.
Pharaoh
No,
Camelot.
he's Camelot Pharaoh.
It'd be like a standby thing. But
He's Camelot Pharaoh? Oh my god, they really do hate us.
They're always Camelot
They really
Pharaoh.
did check their homework.
So every Neo Chris and Aussie is Camelot Pharaoh. Alright, next card. We got this Neo Chris, 4 more characters, early play, 500 power for each of your back rows, and it is a healer.
Hell yeah.
This is just 500 power worse Saren early play, but it better condition. Well, quote unquote better. It's probably better for this deck because you're not standby and you don't have any weird. So it's just a healer. You play it because it's a healer.
Right.
It's 10k because it's a healer. It's fine. It's fine.
It's a full field healer. It's
Can't get hype about full field healer anymore.
Yep. I mean, it's a.
I like it. I think
it's a
that's
card.
Still a good card.
Yeah, it's a card I'm glad to have in the set. Full field healer's it's a good condition.
It's just free. Free heals.
Yep.
All right, next. Or go ahead.
This is the level 0 Nitocris. It's ditch a climax on play to salvage a character. When she becomes reversed, you can reveal the top card of your deck. If it's level 2 or higher, you can return it to your hand. This card's kind of just whatever. It's like awkward that they'd give her the an encore effect when you're already probably playing the global encore support.
True.
I guess, but you don't need a clock for it. It's just like extra utility.
It is a target. It is a card
It's
that you
just
can
free.
play down. Yeah.
I mean, it's better if you're playing 8 bar. It's a more useful second effect than it normally would be, right? So I'll give it the C+ for that. 8 bar, it's the right trait. Does the thing. Sometimes it's free.
I mean, I think
it is a level 0 with Farah trait.
Yeah, it is a level 0.
I think it's better than normal anyway. You'll just run Climax Ditch Salvage just even if it's a vanilla sometimes. And this is like maybe a plussing card also.
Yeah, it's like
It's
a
especially good
fifth
bar.
starter. Like a utility card that's also a 5th starter. Something like that.
Yeah.
Alright. Next. Back to you.
Alright. Who the hell is this? This is Tang.
It's Sansang, yeah.
Sansang. When the battle opponent of this gets reversed, if there is a climax in your climax zone, you get a free stock. I'm sensing a theme here.
Bonks.
I like these type of cards actually. Free stock, stalker.
Yeah. I mean,
What do you want?
you're in a color in playing an archetype with a resonator, so you get your pluses on demand out of your stock. So if you are not getting enough stock from your level 1 stock building combo, this is an additional option for you, I suppose.
I don't know if you play it with that other combo.
I don't know.
I think you play this alongside the other one. So you think about it, right? They're the other Sansang combo, that bar combo.
Okay. Yeah,
okay, because you can still play the resonator, right? Like you can still play that. You can play that 8 bar deck. You're not generating stock, but maybe you're getting pluses. But like, in terms of like your opponent's level 1 board, right? Let's say that like they have 2 bigger lanes and 1 smaller lane. This can be your snipe lane, and then because your combos can actually challenge board. I think that's a nice little bit of synergy there. But I think these cards are good. They need the right deck. Climax down ones are like slightly worse than the ones with like memory conditions and stuff, but it depends on the deck that they're in. This one's probably fine because you're playing 8 bar. So. Any other thoughts?
Yeah, no, I mean it's I don't really think that there's like a huge reason to be playing this when you're already playing, or if you're already playing Crest level 1 combo.
Yeah, it seems like a
Yeah,
little bit
that
too
overlaps.
Yeah, there's like, and that's like the second overlapping effect in a row, kind of.
much. Mm-hmm.
Well, I think the one previous was less of an issue though.
Yeah,
Since
at least that
it's-
one still gives you like.
you can instead of having to pay one, you can just discard
Mm-hmm.
the climax instead of having to use the startup, or instead of having to clock yourself, it could just save itself. So it kind of double overlaps.
Do we rate Vanilla Adachi?
Is it just vanilla Adachi?
It is
Clock
Vanilla
Adachi, yeah.
Adachi.
Mhm.
With clock encore. Ooh.
Oh, it's fair. You're right.
Spicy.
Adachi with clock encore. Actually, that sounds kind of gross.
Okay, he gets the plus.
Maybe.
He's the plus for clock on.
Yeah, it's plus for clock
Hell
encore.
yeah.
I guess that would be funny. I mean, you'd have to punch yourself twice, right? But I don't know. Maybe you just cancel so much that you're just like, damn.
Your deck is so compressed after you shove all the stock and clock compression into it.
Maybe
Yeah.
I got a player, yeah.
You're just disgusting, dude. You're just so good.
All right, next. Is this? Oh, who's this? Is this me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Sure.
shit. Okay, Aussie Mandia. It's a 3K mill counter. Bottom of your opponent's library. Wow, power creeping the 2-1 gill counter. The 2-1 PR gill counter.
Wait, why is
What
the
did-
peak
what did the
creeping it?
Gilgamesh
Does
counter
that one
do?
only do 3?
The
That one only
Gilgamesh is
mills
only
3.
3.
This is
but
mill
always
5,
3,
yeah. This is like weird traded right to squeeze in the other decks, but cool that you have the option. Bottom 5 mill counters can be great. And what you want to do? Pick your defensive counter, it's a good option.
I mean, trait-wise, it's still Camelot trade. It probably can squeeze into anywhere you want it. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
Fortunately, I don't think you have any like shuffle back though, so you don't have any like way to
Mhm.
like really fuck with your opponent after getting the mill.
It's just like you play it as your defensive counter option when you don't think you can support the cost of any other defensive counter, and it like makes your opponent play around a thing. So it can have its use.
I like milk counters.
You would.
I do. They're like probably my favorites actually.
If only they ever printed Ruby again.
maybe
What
some.
do you mean?
Top
Ruby
top
just
of
came
deck.
out.
No. Oh my god. Nice.
Got him.
Got him.
All right. Back to the top. Or no, wait. Paru.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Okay,
skipping.
we got a
Paru.
Sansang. When you play her, you can rest a standing character to summon 2 of the. I think this is the level 1.
How did I miss another
I,
one?
th- I think this is the level 1 stock charger.
Where justice is.
Where justice is. That is the blind stalker. Sorry, everyone.
That's cute.
The blind stalker.
Yeah,
So
so you
you
know you
generate-
pay 1,
Generate
you get
one
a
stock.
plus. You get a +1 and a stock 1. But you need to be able to get 2 reverses.
When your climax is placed in climax. Oh wait, what? It's like the worst married life ever.
Well, you could power up one of the Sansangs that you pull out because the card that summons.
Oh wait, it's like a +1, right? It could be.
You need a climax down to get the blind stock. So when you play
Yeah,
your
it's a
climax, you can
+1
then
on
pump
play.
one of them. You can pump one of them, so it's easier to get the reverse.
If you tap a character that was already on board, it is just a +1.
Hell yeah.
And then it helps.
Or
the
you
other
could
thing
rest
reverse.
herself too, couldn't you? You could play her,
Yes,
just like
yeah,
let
you
her chill
can.
in the back row.
Yeah, it can activate the effect itself. That's kind of cool.
It means you have to be running a lot of those blind stalkers.
Yeah,
though.
is it good?
And if it conflicts with that level 1 combo, that's kind of
Mm.
weird. I guess it's like if you want blind stalkers, but if you want stock generation, but not running the
I
gold
guess,
bar combo,
yeah.
this is like another way to go.
I'll give it the C for cool, but I don't think it's very.
C for
good.
cool, I like it.
Plus, yeah.
Got all those All those stalkers. We love the stock.
We love stock. Hate memory. Love stock. Next card.
Okay, we got Nato Chris, level 2 this time. If you're level 2 or higher, this gets the effect. You can pay 1, discard a card, and rest this. 2, choose the main man himself in your waiting room and put him anywhere on the field.
Yeah, you can bring this bitch out at level 3 or level 2.
Yeah, and she's a 2k assist also.
Draw 2K, yeah.
Hell
I
yeah.
like that it doesn't summon the card from your hand. It like
Well,
pulls from
I was
both.
about
Well,
to say
I
the
guess it is
Aussie.
similar, yeah.
The Aussie does not heal unless he comes from your hand. So you're experiencing trade-offs.
I guess so, yeah. And it's
Yeah.
not like you're not minusing because you are discarding the card.
This is like it's hard to justify. I think in that deck to play even a single copy of a like whatever assist because the Aussie can get so big and you play the card that goes alongside him, right? That's also like free stock. So I don't know that this card is like competing for slots with like a much better card like the Himaria
Well,
line.
hold up. The Aussie gets a shitload of power with the marker under him. So let's say you play this assist in your back row, you summon Aussie, and you immediately shove a card under him as a marker. Now he's sitting at 17k.
It does clear a slot off if
That's
you want to
fucking
play a
huge.
copy.
Get fucked, Shirogane.
Well, it's only on your turn, right?
What? Better not be. There's
No,
way.
it's all the time. Yeah, it's all the time. He's big, so it's a
You'd
way.
have to,
It's a way to get
immediately
a.
shove a marker under him.
I could see it as a one of as a way to just get a really big body out at 2, or especially it lets you like push for game at 2 if you get stuck at 2. Which is nice, like just having the option. Okay, I can see this as a one-off more now.
It's not. I mean, it's a 2k assist. Also, like, it'll pump your early plays. It'll pump whatever.
It does make you need a Chris Early play like defendable. Okay, all right, I can dig it.
I kind of like it.
I have been talked into it. I like that it lets you go for game while being stuck at 2. That's cool.
Hell yeah.
I mean, if you're playing the Aussie Mandius combo, I don't see a reason not to play at least one of these just in case. Frontal 2K on a 2/1 is good enough, and the second effect.
I just wish I hope there's another way to get a marker under Osmanthus.
Nope.
Other than just sending the 2/1 under him.
Nope.
That's it.
Nope. No other way to get a marker under Aussie.
Correct. That is correct.
I guess you got to use all your stock on something, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're stock charging for a reason. Okay, next card. I think it's Brian, right? Oh, smug
Look at
one.
that smile, dude.
Oh, Smiley.
Smug Nino Chris.
Card's
Level,
good.
level 0, 1000 power. During your turn, if you have another character that is Caldia or Camelot trait, this card gains 3k power, so 4k on your turn. When this card attacks, you may pay 1 if you do Twin Drive. This
With
card
hand encore.
this card
Twin
is
drive
fair.
and hand or clock encore.
Yeah, this card's Farah trait.
This is literally the slime card, except you can clock on court and plus it. That's actually sick. Now that I
It's
think
like
about
Ragnar
it.
Starlight.
Yeah, that's like that Milan that Choice plays, like just to push triggers. You have the Aussie in the back row. You give this clock on course, so it's a plussing level 0, and then you're pushing for bar triggers so that you can then you can filter out your bar if you are flooding. Yeah, that's the good shit. That's the good shit. I think it's a good tech level 0, like just on its own too. Like if you want the twin drive, yeah. 5k
drive,
with a
4K is
climax
good.
down. If you're playing like the do you have to give the 1k when you play the Lion King event? Yeah, it's only to that character. Unfortunate. You can't split the power. The 1k goes to the character you markered. So it doesn't have any synergy with the event. However, this is like a fine like tech level 0 if you want some twin drive in your deck. Because with climaxes down, these are 5k that can like kill people's combos off turn.
Man, you're getting a lot of twin drive because like the combo has twin drive doesn't too. So
well, I guess
driving.
in the decks where you're playing the event, you have that Mordred, right? But like I don't know, maybe you want a level 0. Do whatever you want.
Man, you're fucking driving with this deck. Driver's seat, baby. Let's go.
All right. This is me. The Sansang. Play from hand to stage. Choose one of your characters, either Chaldea or Camelot. That character gets 100 power, and then during battles involving this, when damage taken by you is canceled, you may return this to your hand. So there's a 1500 pump anywhere, and then it might pop back to your hand. I fucking hate it. Do not like.
What? I think it's great.
Would
What are you
not
talking
sleeve.
about?
Would not sleeve.
On play, spot power pump's fine. Like it's something you want.
I don't think it's
And
horrible.
I haven't seen any other like spot
think
power
relying-
pumps in this set other than like the Lion King event.
Relying on a cancel early game to like plus is like
That's
pretty
just a
sad.
bonus.
That-
Like
that is
think of it.
true,
Think of it
yeah.
as like an on play.
But there's
1500
probably
power
other
punt,
cards
and
that
then
give
it's like-
1500.
Okay,
power.
well, Andy, here, put it this
You
way.
haven't seen any yet.
I don't want to play this in my green deck because it's not fair trait. I don't want to play this in my old FGO decks because it's not the right trait for that either. So
You can
you
pump
can't
out
even
with
use it in the old. Yes, but you
Oh, wait,
can't
that's only
search this
mash,
card.
yeah.
You can't search this card. And you also have a card that has exactly that same other effect and a better second effect anyway. And you don't want to play this in any deck where you're playing the Lion King stuff because your other events pump power and you have a bunch of other power pump going on. So why would you ever sleeve this card in any build? I think the answer is that you wouldn't.
I don't know. Maybe you're playing Camelot and not Lion King. Right. Fine.
I don't
think
think,
it's
I
fine.
don't
I
think it's fine.
I don't think you would play that in that either.
There's
I
no
don't think
point.
I don't think it's enough. I think the card's fine. You probably don't sleeve it up, but I think it's fine.
I just hate like wastes of slots and sets. It's just an absolute waste of a slot. I would
I don't
rather
think
have
it's a waste.
vanilla.
It fills a purpose of either pumping.
No, it
like,
doesn't.
On
It
play
doesn't
power
fill a
pump, and
purpose.
then maybe it pluses.
No,
Maybe it
Great.
pluses.
Sometimes.
no.
I want my plus to be 50.
For your Sansang waifu deck, dude. It's like all this is for. Is this character like a no FGO? I feel like I've never seen this character in any FGO fan art or anything, but I also don't play FGO, so maybe I don't know.
Maybe you should.
I mean,
play
she has
it,
a
yeah.
lot
Probably
of
an idiot.
cards. She must be important.
Yeah, I guess it's probably
She
important in
was-
the movie.
She was really big in this like chapter. And
Okay,
she had her own event right before this chapter. Thing.
I feel like I just feel I don't know. It's just like I feel like all the FGO characters that are really being popular. I see a ton of like fan art and stuff on Twitter about, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just a Philistine. I don't know. Whose card is this? This Paru. I already read the last one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We got the level 0 Aussie Mandias. When he's placed on stage, you can ditch one to salvage the Grail event. And Aussie Mandia's Grail is the it's just level down. So your opponent you choose a character in your opponent's stage level 1 or higher. Your opponent swaps in a character of one level lower or lower from their waiting room. And then he's also a sack to save a character if he's in the back row.
That's some weird like effects when you have Clock on Core and a full back row.
Yeah. I'm not like sold on this one.
Also, I don't know if you have the like even with the resonator and all that shit and the bar triggers and stuff. I don't know if you have the hand overhead to be supporting like an on play -1. Because like yeah, it like disrupts your opponent, sure, but like level down is an on play -1 for you. And this is Weiss. We take care of ourselves first. Game. When it comes to evaluating card advantage. So I don't know if you can take like just a straight up -1 to yourself. Maybe a super small package, like a 1/1 split. You have enough mill to have this in your grave when you need it. But even then, I think that's pretty greedy. The second effect being back row only, obviously, like any saver, kills it for me. Maybe in another deck, right? The saver thing is better. But like even in the Lion King deck, you have a set back row.
Yeah.
Because that's a card that I would want to save. But I don't know. Pretty unfortunate.
It's weird to like, yeah. If it was like a cigarettes event or something that like
It
affected me
literally
and
did
not my opponent's
anything
card,
else.
yeah.
Like literally anything other than being a level down. They'd be like, oh, it's a bonder, it's a ditch out, blah blah, bars, like synergy, and it just doesn't do anything. All right, next
Cool.
card.
We got another Sansang. When you play it, you can pay 1, ditch 1. If you do, search your deck for a character, Shouty or Camelot. And on plays, you can return 2 cards from your waiting room to your deck and shuffle, and then you can side without penalty. I usually could give a flying shit about that second effect, but I actually really like it combined with the Drop Searcher, because that means you can access whatever card you want from any zone. It's basically like a Drop Search and a Drop Salvage combined into one card. Because if the card's in your deck, you just grab it out of your deck. If it's in your waiting room, you shuffle it back into your deck, then you grab it.
Hell yeah.
So it's like both a Drop Search and a Drop Salvage in one neat, tidy little utility card. I think this is actually really dope.
I could see myself running this as a 1-of in most Camelot decks, regardless of build.
Yeah, you don't have to run a Drop Search and a Drop Salvage. You just run one.
Yeah, I think
Not
I'm gonna give it a straight B, dude. It's just it's a go-to filter
B
card.
plus.
I can dig it. Yeah, I mean, any sort of hand filter is.
Also, the side effect stuff is good into a standby meta for sure.
Oh,
So I think it's even better. That might be the plus actually. Like it's meta relevant too. Very nice, very cool. All right, next,
Very
Brian.
neat.
All right, we've got Aussie Mandia's Big Leg. Level 0, 2500 power. During your opponent's turn, if all of your characters are Caldia or Camelot, this card gains 1 level and 1500 power. Level 1 4K on your opponent's turn.
With clock
fine.
encore.
With Clock
Ooh.
Encore. It's whatever, I feel like.
Even with clock on
being a 4K and immune to bombs is like kind of nice actually. Just for free.
If bombs like come back in English at any point, it would be like
I
a good.
I don't think they're going to quote unquote come back, but I think they just get printed enough and they see play.
It
There's
depends.
enough stuff that runs them. You know what I mean? Kaguya has their runner.
Dude, it only takes
Wildberry Princess.
those are the 2 big ones right now, but I mean it only takes the next English exclusive to like bring over Shenlong bomb, and then you'll see bombs like constantly.
What's a Shenlong bomb?
It's like a clock bomb, and then it's also like a pay 1 clock yourself, check 2, add any characters. Like bombs with like Ricky effects and stuff are like seeing printing in Japanese. You know, they're on their way at some point. So you know, if the meta loops around, there being a lot more bombs at 0. Cards that get a level are good again. Okay, next. To me, right?
Should be you, yeah.
1/1 that doesn't get reversed by cost 0s, and then when your other character attacks, it gets 1k, so it'll swing it at 7k, and then it doesn't reverse. Better than these normally are because it can at least swing over stuff on your turn, while sitting there and hopefully just plussing forever until your opponent plays an early play. Obviously, completely useless against standby, so it's knocked.
They just keep buffing these cards, and
Yeah.
it's still not going to get any play.
Nope. You got to be pretty scuffed to want to play these.
Mm-hmm.
I give it the plus just because it can at least get over.
Yeah.
And at least get to.
Then
All
we
right.
got the Aussie Event.
The Grail. Level down. Just level down. That's it.
Pretty cool.
It's cool that it has a bonder. If you're in this weird local meta where people are playing a ton of things without a hand on core and it's like the right play, then go ahead and do it. But I don't think raw -1s are good.
This is just better than My Little Shido. You don't have to rest a character.
Oh my God, Brandon. So the Brandon argument. Brandon plays plays only Dal. Sees raw camera in like a super outdated set. It says that's broken. You don't have to rest a character. Oh my God.
Cameras are good, dude.
Yeah,
Cameras
cameras
are
are
good.
fine. This is
A bit more niche.
yeah, bit lot worse. All right, that's it for green. Looks to be a fun, neat little
Yeah. Paru made it sound like there was only going to be like only a few Nitocris or Aussies, but
There's definitely enough.
there's like a good variety there. I'd say you could definitely build the deck.
You can have a focus deck, but I think you'll probably
you can
have
make
to
a
splash.
mostly Pharaoh deck.
Yeah, you'll have a few other cards, but I think it'll be fine. It'll be like a 2-color deck. I think you just slant your early game towards mostly Pharaoh stuff so that you can clock on core a lot. That's probably where the strength of your deck is. All right, we'll see you guys in red.